Happy Halloween, guys, and welcome to today's live Q&A. Today, didn't have a whole lot of questions, and I can imagine why, because you're all out getting ready for Halloween this evening. I also tried to find a thing. I have a Pickle Rick costume because I'm a big fan of Pickle Rick, but I didn't think wearing that would make this Q&A it'd be weird, right? So, this is my non-Halloween Happy Halloween. Alright, so today we have two questions I want to address. One came from last week's Q&A that came in after we had live Q&A, and then this one came in yesterday from one of our community members. So the first one's about rejection. Now, rejection, from my point of view, my take on it, it's actually a fairly complex experience for us to go through as human beings, because dominantly we're a social species, right? We gain a lot of value, we meet our needs, we feel protected. A lot of our joy and happiness come from interrelating with each other. And so rejection's a massive threat to our sense of survival and stability and ability to accomplish things in our lives. So, biggie. Rejection can really pull on us. Now, that's just in a general context. We narrow this down to our experience with codependency, and we're dealing with the discard effect, right? Being thrown away because we were used for a benefit and then discarded. That makes rejection feel extremely personal and fatal to us as a person, because generally we internalize rejection as a signal of our lack of value, because we're used to being utilized in a certain way that makes us feel valuable to somebody else because we're useful to them. When we heal our sense of value by actually connecting to the experience of our value, then it starts to eliminate this kind of impact in our lives. So out of this complexity of rejection, especially with how it's influenced by our mindsets, by the significance we play on the particular context the rejection's happening in, our personal emotional wounding and past history with those kind of things, there's three things you can do to actually navigate the inevitability of rejection in your life in a constructive manner. Okay? Let me mute this, because always getting lots of chats these days. Getting popular. Yay. So 3 things to navigate rejection in your life, make it a lot easier for you to handle. Okay. Number 1, the biggie here, is to accept, truly emotionally acknowledge that it's universal. Everyone gets rejected. Everyone gets rejected frequently. Okay. Obviously, I'm in business. I've been doing this for 11 and a half years, and I have been rejected hundreds of times. I'm rejected daily by offerings I put out, by consults I have. Although it's pretty rare in a consult to get rejected. It's like 1 out of 10, so I've got a good close rate. But it's a constant thing, guys, to be rejected. And you're also rejecting. You do it frequently. You go to the store and you're looking at M&Ms and you buy a Hershey bar. You just rejected the M&Ms. You said no to them, right? We say no all the time. Rejection is a normal, natural function of choice. If we take it in that way, we start accepting that, everyone's getting rejected, everyone's getting accepted, maybe none of this is that significant. Then we can start to really ground into a sense of security that we truly belong, that there is an intrinsic, I would say, kind of infinite belonging, accessible and available to us when we give up the transactional view of our value and start going towards intrinsic value, innate beingness. That way we can receive rejection and then appropriately respond to it in a way that says, I'm okay with that, even though it sucks and I'm sad about it, or it's not what I was hoping for. I'm still okay. I'm secure as a person. It's very, very important to go in that direction. So number 1, it's universal and normal to get rejected. we're going to be rejected. Some people are going to be rejected more in specific contexts than others. We see that in dating. More attractive people get a lot more activity than the unattractive people. That's something we'll have to receive and accept, but that does not, and this leads us to number 2, it does not prevent our inevitable success. Okay? Rejection doesn't prevent success. It has nothing to do with the inevitability of your success. What matters about success is you learning from the rejection what you can change in order to achieve the outcome you're endeavoring to accomplish. Very, very important. And that's basically 1, 2, and 3 there. So the first one is it's universal and normal. 2, it doesn't prevent success in any way. And 3, it reveals important information that we can use to enhance our skills or refine our ability to succeed in what we're going for. Okay? So rejection is about success, and rejection is about clarity. In a lot of ways, rejection is a yes to a happier future and a no to a temporary pleasure. It's really about mindset, and it can be hard to grapple it or grasp it and integrate it deeply so that we can utilize it properly for our well-being. It can be a very big challenge, but it's one of our biggest leaps to go from I feel devastated and hollowed out and empty and worthless because this person rejected me, especially in a romantic or love context, to I'm disappointed that this didn't work. I'm really sad. And I'm good. I feel good. I feel strong. I feel capable. I've gone through a number of breakups in my life, and it was a bizarre experience when I went through one where I walked out of the relationship going, well, I did my best. I showed up. I put it all out there, and I don't feel that sense of hollowed out devastation anymore at her rejection. It's over, but I'm okay. And that's because we're anchored in our value as a human being. It's where that comes from, and we can accomplish that by healing the discard trauma, by connecting and deeply embodying our value, knowing and hearing our voice, and then following our vision. So we can triumph that way. All right. Second question that came in was about emotional eating. And the question was, could we touch on emotional overeating and how it is related to codependency and how we can gradually reduce it? So I don't have an experience with this, but from feedback on clients that have had this experience and have worked with me in regards to it, emotional overeating is a response to either numbing or regulating our emotions or a sense of emptiness and loneliness. Basically, we're eating in order to fill an emptiness within us or to distract ourselves from our emotions. Both of those actually have an intrinsic need built into them, a need for validation, a need for companionship, a need for company and care. So if you want to begin to, if your overeating is an extension of loneliness or emptiness or numbing of emotions, avoiding emotions, then meeting those core needs will help you learn to feel safe not eating and feel safe feeling and being connected and meeting your needs that way. You can use the nurture process and the codependent confidence system to accomplish that. So, boom. So, there you go, guys. Very short and simple Q&A today. I appreciate the support you guys are giving each other in the community. And I appreciate your guys' feedback to me on how I'm doing for you and for letting me participate in the experiments too. It's really cool. Like this week's judgment stuff has been really, really fun. I'm a big fan of dropping judgment so we can discover more about who we are and about what's going on for us in our own personal lives, especially with how we judge and hold on to those things and how it condemns us to things that don't even matter for us. So there you go, guys. Have a happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Enjoy your kids. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Marshall's Minute. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.